Well, Coach, in a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west. But for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Check 56. Hey, get in the weight room. Get it.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Strip that ball. Hey, Echo. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hit it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. 60 or.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time.
A run for Nick Chubb. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
3. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Topper! Smooth! 59 Mike. Check, 59. Ready?
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Ready?
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch. Slam. Hey, lock it. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A give running right is Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Set 90 Wolf. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on 1st down. Trahan. James has got it. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go. Hey.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Broncos 0. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Safe.
Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Pull it together. You draw Corker. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
Got it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, high 7.
59 is Mike. Check, 59. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Mike, check.
Deep river.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Ready to break.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Be a long day for you.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 5'9".
X3. 218. Chopper.
Double up. Mike's 59.
Get it ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
on the set.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pull it high. Shoot.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Back to you.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. It's complete to Williams. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16.
Let's go, 30 base.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Patriots 7, Broncos nothing.
Down. 60 outlaw.
59, Mike to 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
80 weapon. Snap.
Locke looks to throw it again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Patriots take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
33-yard line.
Ready?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
And watch that, and watch the ball. Let go.
On the toss, here's Michelle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Yo, Mike with you on. Mike with you on. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Check.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Trahan got his man complete over the middle. It's Glover. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
New England.
On the ready.
51, Mike 51. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On the ground, Michelle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 41-yard line.
We go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on now.
Go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, pick your game.
Defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Exit.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son. 51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Trahan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Alpha!
Mike 51! Mike 51! I'm here all day.
Looking to throw. Trahan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
90 Wolf.
59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Chubb on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Check 59, Mike.
Greystone, travel.
Mike to 59. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Get it.
To throw on third down. Lock. Funches has it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Come on,
Lock
set.
now, hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Lock working out of the gun. And this is caught for a touchdown. And hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
54.
Hey, Charlie.
54, right there. 54 Mike. All day, dog.
From the gun, it's Lock. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Ready? 50, plant.
Mike 5-4. Here we go.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Bound to lose one.
Lead driven.
Lock to throw on third and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Hey, Delta.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, let's get this.
Operating from the gun, Trahan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Bravo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Hey.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Five.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Trahan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky.
A final shot before half for Locke. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready?
Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 51. Mike 51. They can't hang with us.
Say go.
To throw on second down. Trahan. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Trahan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
51 to Mike. Let's go.
Throwing again. Trahan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
General West.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Here we go.
Smooth.
Mike, check. 59.
Ready.
Here's Locke to throw.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch 88. Pick me.
Hey, high 7.
59. Mike's 59. Focus, defense, focus.
5.
From the gun, Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Trahan. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Now. They'll run with Michelle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, Dobbins. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go. 50, plant.
56. Baby. Hatch it. Hatch it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trahan to Michelle on the screen. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Down. AT Gator.
You ain't going nowhere. Tight end right. Tight end right. We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, shoot. Hit.
On 3rd and 2, Trahan. And James has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Ready. 30 base.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike 51. Let's go.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
55. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Michelle going to try again. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They come out here in the eye.
Watch the run. The South, baby. That's baby South.
And they will run it with Michelle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up in an offset eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Michelle. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Kill.
From the gun on third down. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10.
Set. 10-2 stop.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
56. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Get it.
Again, it's Michelle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Rush in.
Looking to throw. Trahan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll halt things here for an injury. And that looks to be Sony Michel, who's down. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's second and 8. He's got Fuller. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Will Fuller. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Broncos 13.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Go!
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I got it. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Come to my world.
Be driven.
Block will try again on second down. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready, set.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Woo-hoo.
Hey, exit. X3. 218, chopper.
Hey, keep it up. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Shoot.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
It's coming this way.
6-6, pull it high.
59, Mike. 59.
Buzz.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
5.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Yeah. He's mine.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
60 outlaw.
56. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Trahan looking for his running back, and he's got him.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweat.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. James has got it. Complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Go! Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let it breathe, defense.
2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Broncos 13. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Come on. You better bring it.
One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Pats, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.